Welcome 1010 students. If you're here on Monday, A Day, that means I'm in my hometown of Moreno Valley, California, and we're getting our huge family portraits taken. We've got like 4 families, an extended family there, and it's going to be stressful and dramatic and a nightmare. I'd rather be helping you guys research your topics. Now, Tuesday, B Day students, I'm probably going to be at my favorite beach in Southern California, Oceanside. So take that. All right, so let's look at the docket today. What you're going to do today is before you leave for the break, before Thanksgiving break, you need to have sources 1 through 4 for your literature review. Now, this is literature review 2. For the entire literature review, when we're looking all the way at the end and what your end goal is, it's going to be 6 to 8 pages, topic of your choice, and you're just going to tell us what the biggest names and most important scholars or authorities are saying about your chosen topic. Now, it requires 8 sources in your references, and the more sources you have, the easier it is. So today you're working on sources 1 through 4. When we get back from the break, you're going to look into sources 5 through 8, and for extra credit, 9 through 10. The more sources you have, the easier your literature review is going to be. You can't do too much research. Okay, so remember, each source needs to have a reference, a correct one. You can use Scribber for that. You need to have a brief summary, 5 to 3 sentences. Remember, the better you write these, the more likely you are going to be able to copy and paste those into your final literature review. And then keep your literature review in mind when you're looking for quotable phrases or lines, and you can include several of those. So 4 of those, 4 more sources. That's due at the end of the period. Now, keep in mind down in the comments, or not the comments, but in the assignment on Canvas, I've got my favorite research strategies. Wikipedia. Wikipedia is incredible. Don't cite Wikipedia. Follow the sources and go to those. My other source, my other favorite one is ProCon. Again, that's an encyclopedia. Don't cite ProCon. Use the sources at the bottom. Google those. Find those. There's also Google Scholar. I'm a huge fan of Google Scholar, but at this point in your academic careers with like undergraduate work and freshman writing classes, it isn't always too helpful. Sometimes you get mired down in the stuffy academic stuff. So I would look into more popular sources and occasionally scholarly resources. So I'm not a huge fan of Google Scholar for this time, but it still does work and you can find a lot of things. You're just going to have to wade through that mire. Now, my favorite way, like I said, is topic plus NPR plus research. You're disregarding the news sources and you're looking more for the research. Now, if you start skimming the articles, look for highlighted links that say research shows or this scholar says, and then click on those. And then NPR, you don't always get a source, but you might get access to tons of more sources. I love NPR and everything else. You can also type your topic plus TED Talk. Typically, TED Talks are scholars giving abbreviated version of their books. So a TED Talk, you're going to get a lot of scholars. You still got to be careful. Make sure whenever you use a TED Talk, you're asking yourself this question: who is this person? Why are they an authority figure on this topic? And can I trust their information? Same with NPR and all the other ones. The New York Times does a decent job at reporting news. I'm sorry, the news of research. So with New York Times, I prefer NPR over this one, but I still, depending on the topic, it's still pretty fruitful. The problem with the New York Times, you're going to get a lot of newsish things. So maybe type in New York Times plus research plus whatever your topic is. And again, follow the links. And oftentimes at the Times, my critique about that one is it'll send you to internal news sources. They're trying to get you to read their stuff. But occasionally you're going to find outside sources on those links where you can find some of the better research there. So those are my favorite go-to strategies. Be sure if you are using the Times, you go into your Weber State. I've got in the Canvas where you can find free access through Weber State through that. Now, once you finish sources 1 through 4, if you got a little bit of time, work on sources 5 through 8. Continue doing the research. The research sources 5 through 8 aren't due until December. Let me pull that up here. Those are due December before class, December 1st and 2nd. So you got a little bit of time on that. And then December 1st and 2nd, we're going to start planning your outlines and start writing your papers. We're going to do this quick, fairly painless. We're going to get this literature review done fairly quickly. Folks, good luck with your research. Enjoy your Thanksgiving breaks. Take naps, eat food, play too many video games, stay up too late, binge watch your favorite show on Netflix. Check out BoJack Horseman. It's my favorite. Um, have a great Thanksgiving break. This is Mr. Bockel. Keep reading, keep researching, and keep eating Thanksgiving leftovers. Take care.